Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. With Elimination Chamber just 2 days away and WrestleMania 36 closing in, how will the WWE hype things for both shows? Join us now as Wrestlelamia analyzes the 5th March edition of Friday Night Smackdown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Shayna Baszler's endangered push, the Bella Twins pulled from WrestleMania event, AEW Dynamite Preview, a big return planned for Raw, and more. As always, Wrestlelamia isn't going to recap the matches, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good. Covering considerable ground. Smackdown covered a lot of ground in just 2 hours, which is all the more surprising when you consider the non-wrestling segments, such as A Moment of Bliss and the Firefly Funhouse, burned up time, as did the 6-team gauntlet match in the main event. Despite the time limitations, the Blue Brand did things right in minimal time, with several storylines advancing through a few lines of dialogue. For example, Otis's would-be romance with Mandy Rose was addressed when the Heavy Machinery star tried to apologize to her backstage, while the new Drew Gulak vs. Daniel Bryan match for Elimination Chamber was set up nicely with a brief backstage segment. Add in what looks to be a building heel turn by Apollo Crews, and the tease of an Elias vs. King Corbin feud, and SmackDown showed you don't need 20-minute segments to put over an angle. The gauntlet match sizzles. Anyone who thinks Sunday's Elimination Chamber won't be the match of the night need look no further than tonight's main event. All 6 teams put on a spectacular performance, and Heavy Machinery looked great, starting off first and almost making it to the winner's circle. After watching tonight's match, it seems like any team might walk away with SmackDown Tag Gold on Sunday. A complex storyline. On its surface, the Mandy Rose, Dolph Ziggler, Otis love triangle seems like your typical wrestling romance, but it's clear there's more to it, as Sonya Deville is going to be the storyline's wildcard. Are Rose and Deville setting up both Ziggler and Otis, or is there something even more unexpected coming? Whatever it is, the WWE is making things interesting. Bayley and Banks dominate. The new team of Lacey Evans and Naomi is showing promise, but they're not quite at the same level as the inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions Bayley and Sasha Banks. The WWE did well to put over Banks and Bayley tonight in order to build heat for any future tag team confrontations with either Evans and Naomi or another team. The bad. X-Pac heat endures. While the WWE Universe was excited to see Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and X-Pac, their initial excitement cooled off quickly, especially when X-Pac took the microphone. Pac's legendary X-Pac go-away heat was in full effect tonight. One can only imagine how things will go if X-Pac speaks at the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Damsels in distress. The WWE did its self-professed women's revolution a disservice tonight by having Sami Zayn, of all people, use Alexa Bliss as his human shield, while Bliss played a defenseless female like something out of a 70s action movie. Add in Nikki Cross slapping at Zayn, and the former women's tag team champions looked ridiculous. The downright ugly. A solid episode of SmackDown going into Elimination Chamber, and one that did a fantastic job building things up for the pay-per-view, as well as John Cena's match against The Fiend at this year's Showcase of the Immortals. If WWE keeps this up, they could see more fans returning to the fold as word of mouth spreads that Friday Night SmackDown is worth checking out. News. Big return on WWE. You've probably heard that Edge was rumored to show up on the 9th March edition of Raw, especially if you're a Wrestlelamia fan and follow our videos, but now the WWE has confirmed the Rated R Superstar's return, proclaiming, "In the wake of Orton's latest strike, the Rated R Superstar will return to Raw once again this Monday, and there will be plenty to address from the Apex Predator's recent attacks to the status of his wife to Orton's brazen claim that he injured Edge to save him from himself. It'll be a night of many revelations from a man whose unbelievable career continues to evolve in unexpected ways." The WWE is wise in announcing this segment and should capitalize on how hot the angle seems to be. Liv Morgan on talking to Sonya Deville about Lana angle. The short-lived angle where Liv Morgan professed her love for Lana led to a backlash from Fire and Desire's Sonya Deville, the WWE's first openly lesbian performer, as well as Deville's tag team partner Mandy Rose. As you may recall, Deville and Rose had suggested a lesbian angle on SmackDown, but the WWE turned them down. In a recent chat with the New York Post, Liv was asked whether she talked to Sonya about the angle. "I have a very close friendship with Sonya Deville, so I spoke to her, and the details of those conversations I'm politely not going to share with you, Joe. But everything's fine, everything's cool, we talked about it. She's still a very good friend of mine, and I can't be mad at anyone for how they feel and how they react to things. Everyone is going to feel how they want to feel, so I've just got to allow that. At the end of the day, this is business, this is work, and I'm doing what I'm told and supposed to do, you know?" Morgan said it well that she's playing a role. While it's arguable she could have turned the angle down, she'd spent several months waiting for the WWE to bring her character back, and there's no telling how much longer she would have had to wait if she'd turned down the WWE. Aleister Black praises team with Ricochet. The short-lived tag team of Aleister Black and Ricochet looked to be on track to championship success had the duo not been split up after the WWE draft. Recently, a fan tweeted his love for the duo and how they could have been one of the all-time greats. Black replied, "Could not have asked for a better partner to start with. We tried our best to make it work. We are as different in life as in ring, and we embraced that and created something fun. Getting in there with guys like the Revival, the Bar, the Usos, the Hardys, etc. was an amazing learning curve." Black and Ricochet's stock has gone in opposite directions, with Black's soaring while Ricochet's has hit WWE-like numbers. While Ricochet could get back on track, it doesn't appear that the WWE has much interest in pushing him. Bella Twins pulled from WrestleMania fan access. 2020 WWE Hall of Fame inductees Nikki and Brie Bella were scheduled for a special Twin Magic edition of WrestleMania 36's fan access, which allows fans to pay for the opportunity to get their autographs. However, WWE WrestleMania recently tweeted some bad news. The WrestleMania Access autograph session with the Bella Twins will be rescheduled to feature another WWE superstar. Details, including on-sale information, will be announced shortly. Although a reason hasn't been provided, it's likely that the Bella Twins, who are both pregnant, are concerned about the coronavirus. Wrestlelamia will keep you updated if any news breaks on why Nikki and Brie pulled out of the event. Shayna Baszler's push in Jeopardy? Wrestling fans know Vince McMahon's incredible habit of changing his mind about a push, storyline, or segment with no rhyme or reason, and now it appears former NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler could be Vinnie Mac's latest victim. This week's edition of the Wrestling Observer is reporting that Baszler was the original pick to win the Rumble, only to have McMahon a week out change plans to Charlotte Flair and have Baszler win the Chamber. But there was negativity and uncertainty regarding McMahon's reaction to Baszler's match with Kairi Sane on Raw not getting the desired reaction, and Baszler not coming off like a WrestleMania headliner. If McMahon is indeed reconsidering Baszler as Becky Lynch's WrestleMania opponent, who might he replace her with? Could this have anything to do with Ronda Rousey being spotted at WWE headquarters? AEW Dynamite Preview. AEW Dynamite has been on a roll of late, dominating in its ratings battle against NXT. Now, All Elite Wrestling has added another match to the 11th March edition of Dynamite, giving fans the following matches so far. The new faction, the Death Triangle, Pac, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, versus Private Party and Joey Janela. Cody Rhodes versus Ortiz. MJF and the Butcher and the Blade versus Jurassic Express. AEW will also reveal the details of its Blood and Guts match scheduled for its 25th March edition of Dynamite. Neither NXT nor AEW should put their weekly TV on autopilot, as history has shown a ratings war can quickly change. Virus delays release of WWE action figures. While the virus hasn't affected WWE live events yet, it has impacted the release of Mattel's latest line of WWE action figures. The toy maker posted the following message on Instagram informing everyone, "The following items have been delayed by Mattel due to the virus issue in China. If you pre-ordered any of these items, we greatly appreciate your patience. These delays are beyond our control. WWE Elite 76, now scheduled for mid-May. WWE Series 107, now scheduled for late April. Undertaker vs. Kane exclusive backorder, now scheduled for late May. Battle Pack 64 backorder, now scheduled for early May. If you're a collector or thinking of buying any of these action figures for someone else, would this announcement affect your decision whether to buy them, knowing the virus is affecting the nation where the action figures are being produced? Be sure to leave your comments below. Lana appearing in Bruce Willis film. Last but not least, Bobby Lashley's storyline wife Lana is currently on hiatus while she's appearing in an upcoming film starring Bruce Willis. As noted by Ringside News, Willis has several films in various states of production. WrestlingNews.co seems to have found the exact Willis production Lana is involved with. According to the Georgia Film Office, pre-production began last month in Atlanta for Willis' latest film, Run of the Hitman. They confirmed to us that the movie is currently filming. Lana has been on the set this week, so that is the movie she is working on. Well guys, there you have it, Wrestlemania's analysis of the 6th March Smackdown, as well as the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know. Did you watch tonight's show? If so, what did you think? Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.